It has been 80 years since a World War II sailor was killed when his ship was attacked. There was no funeral service since his remains were lost at sea. In Veterans Voices tonight, Don Dare, who is a veteran himself, explains how a member of their family helped to set the record straight.
The East Tennessee Veterans Memorial in Knoxville's World's Fair Park bears the names of more than 6,200 veterans from 35 East Tennessee counties who died in military service since the beginning of World War I. Each pylon contains roughly 220 names randomly listed from each county. The memorial was dedicated in 2008, but missing from pylon 14 for 16 years was the name of a World War II sailor, Herbert R. Colquitt.
It was very uplifting to me to see his name on there. It was, and it is.
Mike Colquitt and his wife Jewel tell the story of how Herbert's name was added to the memorial. Jewel's uncle, Jimmy Monroe, and Herbert Colquitt were childhood friends, and both had joined the Navy, Herbert as a teenager.
I mean, to think that when I was 19, I had a young wife and 2 children.
The remaining Colquitt family posed for this picture in 1951, 6 years after they had returned from the war. Their names and Herbert's are on the certificate issued by the National World War II Museum and sent to Michael.
And I think back on what these men contributed, what they contributed to our freedom. And a lot of it now is just taken for granted.
Herbert Colquitt never came home. His ship, the USS Luce, a destroyer, was attacked by a Japanese kamikaze aircraft during the Battle of Okinawa, May 4, 1945. Herbert and 125 other sailors perished when the ship sank. Among the hundreds of names on the Veterans Memorial in Knoxville, Herbert's name originally was not among them. When Jimmy Monroe, Herbert's childhood friend, and Jewel Colquitt's uncle learned of the omission, Jimmy reached out to the family.
He was in his 90s, and he was actually crying, wanting to know why Herbert's name wasn't on the memorial. And so Mike found out about it and had his name put up there.
Seeing his name on the memorial, what does that mean for the family?
For me, it's almost unbearably to know that he gave his life. But James Monroe and these other men to know, they never knew that. They never saw his name on there.
Mike's surname, Colquitt, is familiar to many University of Tennessee football fans. 4 Colquitts were punters and played in the NFL. There's Mike's son, Jimmy. Next to him is his younger cousin, Britton. Then there's Britton's father, Craig, and to the far right is Dustin, Craig's other son. Among them, Craig, Dustin, and Britton all have Super Bowl rings. But it's the name engraved in this memorial that brings the Colquitts special pride. Herbert R. Colquitt. Don Dare, 6 on your side.
Absolutely amazing story. And if you know a veteran who could also be recognized, go ahead and send Don Dare an email at ddare@WATE.com, or you can give him a call at 865-633-6923.